Welcome back. For the past 15 years, our sponsors at Artpark have been hosting their Fairy House Festival, and I'm joined now by Tanis Winslow with that magical experience that is happening this weekend. Thank you for being here.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about fairies and all the good stuff going on this weekend.
Sure. Well, this year, and this is our 15th year, every year we have a story. And so I brought this story with me today. Would you mind if I read it to you?
I would love if you read it to us.
Okay. So the story goes like this. The fairies have gathered once again to play, laugh, and frolic in the forest and along the river at Artpark. Many have come here to build their extraordinary homes and houses in the woods. Behold, this year a troop of fairies has inquired, just what dances do the humans do? What music do they make? How do they celebrate? And so it is that this summer, humans from all over the world have come together to celebrate as humans do with their dances, music, and treasured traditions to showcase to the fairies that they too can make merry. The fairies have used their elemental magic to charm and transport these humans from their distant lands, bringing them all together in this Niagara forest where many cultures can celebrate. Hidden gems, fantastic fruit, and fairy enchantment satchels must be found before the festival is through in order to bring the humans back to their homes. Come ready to help us find these lost treasures, share your traditions with the fairies, and bask in the glow of their fairy glamour as all bring fantasy and delight.
How fun is that?
Yeah, it's super fun. It's super fun.
So let's hear more about the festival. I know I have two little girls, so like I am the prime target for the Fairy Festival, but share more about what kids and families really can experience.
So every year we have the typical things, the things we've come to know and love. The tea tent, where you can sip magical tea with a fairy. We have potions, magical potions that can bring fairies and fairy glamour. Fairy doors, obviously, that you can take home and put in your gardens, or you can leave at the woods, so fairies can be transported to wherever you are. We have fairy wing making and mushroom cap making so that people can really come and like dress like the fairies are dressing this year. That's our theme, mushroom flower fairies. It's going to be epic.
So fun.
So fun. And then of course we also have bubbles, thousands of bubbles. We have the Mystic Marketplace where people can buy whimsical wares from the fairy world, free face painting, and fairies that dance and play and frolic. Kim Vincent Dance is providing the fairies this year, and we have the Bird's Nest Circus coming to provide aerial fairies, so that'll be pretty wonderful. And then, of course, like the namesake, fairy houses in the woods built by local artists, school groups, non-for-profits, families. My very good friend, Hillary McAndrew, had her ceramic students this year at North Tonawanda High School make about 20 houses, so those will be in the woods. With storytelling, we have a harp this year, so it's really, really, really wonderful. And
a lot of action-packed. There's like so much to do, live performances. Let's talk about that walk through the woods, though. It really is like very magical when you go see those fairy houses, and there's so many of them in the woods.
Absolutely. There's close to 100 fairy houses that are built. So, and I like it because it's also sort of like a cool down space. So it's like in the shade. The storytelling place is at the end of the walk. So, you know, you can come and you can sit in kind of this like amphitheater in the woods and hear the harp or listen to a story. Many of the people who build the fairy houses, they come dressed as fairies and they do a little cosplay and they sit with their fairy houses and they kind of talk about them and they act as fairies. So I think that's really the magical thing, right? To see like the children kind of kneel down and look for fairies in the houses and really explore that.
Let's talk about tickets, and it is at Artpark, so when you think of Artpark, you may think of the concert and the stage, but talk about where it is and also how people can purchase tickets.
Sure. So we have a family 4-pack right now. So if you buy ahead of time, you can get the family 4-pack, which is $40. So it cuts a little bit of the cost for people. But if you're coming the day of, we're asking patrons to enter Portage Road, Park Lot B, and purchase tickets at the upper box office. We're letting people know that you really want to try to get there at 10:30 a.m., especially if you need to buy tickets, because it can get a little busy. And this year we have a dragon parade that starts right at 11 a.m. So we have a Chinese dragon from Gold Summit Institute. We have Nusatara Arts with gamelan Indonesian music. We have a more heritage ink with Latino dance. We have bagpipes. So this parade is going to be pretty glorious with fairies frolicking and all of these groups kind of dancing down the Red Brick Road and bringing everyone into the lower park. So the festival really happens in the lower park. And then people who need ADA parking will be able to park in Lot D, which is in the lower park, so they won't have to go up to Lot B and then come down. So just so people know, so it can be accessible for whoever you are. Lot B, if you want to be at the parade right at the start, and then ADA is down in Lot C or Lot D.
So plenty of parking, and it's right in the heart of Lewiston, so you can go grab lunch
Absolutely.
afterwards. Can you bring food in, any sort of water, or is everything available for purchase there?
Oh, everything's available for purchase there. So we have water, pop, snacks. The candy shop is open, and then Pizza More is there as a food truck vendor, so you can get a slice of pizza, hang out, kind of picnic. There's plenty of picnic tables, plenty of seating. I mean, it's Artpark.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love it. Well, thank you for being
course.
here, and good luck on Saturday. A lot of fun to be had for these families. Again, viewers, if you would like to see this Fairy House Festival for yourself, you can visit our sponsors at Artpark on July 12th in Lewiston. Thank you again.